Hey, I'm Alex Racco from Board Game Co.
I'm Professor Meg.
And today we are playing through Super Fantasy Brawl Reborn. This is the new version of Super Fantasy Brawl from Simon. We'll have a link to the crowdfunding campaign down below, and this is a prototype, all rules and components subject to change, and this is a sponsored playthrough. There'll also be a preview on the channel later, or earlier, you can check that out as well. Links to everything, and of course timestamps down below. But I'm going to go ahead and give you the very quick very quick rundown of what this game does and how it operates, and then we'll jump straight into it, because honestly it's a fast-paced brawling game, as evidenced by the name Super Fantasy Brawl. They had it covered over there. But the general idea is, in a two-player game, which is what we're going to be playing today, we are playing to 5 points. So we're going to be tracking that on the point tracker over here. Meg is playing as the pink character over here, and I am playing as the blue character over here. And we have our respective little tokens over there. Blue team.
Three characters.
Three characters. This is the set of 3 characters. Speaking of 3 characters, the way the game's going to work is you're going to put together 3 characters and then literally shuffle up their cards together to create a singular deck, which is what you're going to be running on in the game. The way you're going to take actions in the game is you're going to expend cards and cores. Cards are going to have different colors of what you can expend to take that action, and your cores are on your player board, and you flip over a chord in order to power up a card's action. There are also some basic actions which are usually weaker, but sometimes you don't even have any yellow cards in your hand, or sometimes the yellow cards you have aren't useful, so taking a basic action can sometimes be the right move. The way you're going to be scoring points in this game, and again we are going to 5 points, is every time you take out an enemy champion, you're going to score 1 point, and yes, that champion can come back into play. And then also, every time you accomplish a objective, which we have one coming out in a second, you're going to score points as well. I'll tell you about the objectives as we start playing, and every time a new one comes out, so you know what it is we're going for, but ultimately we're trying to kill each other and score objectives, which is how we're going to score points. Past that, you're going to be using your cards for basically everything from moving to attacking to drawing and healing and all that stuff, and we'll walk you through it as we start playing. The last thing to cover before we start is there's going to be traps on the board. These traps, when you step into them, will have a variety of positive of negative effects, and then new traps will come out from this pool of random traps down here. And then lastly is we have 3 statues, 1, 2, 3. These are randomly put out in the game at the beginning of the game, and certain objectives will reference certain statues in terms of where we want to be. This statue over here is going to affect these 3 zones. The center one is entirely around it, and this one is these 3 zones, and we're trying to figure out what it is exactly that we're trying to do. And with that, I'm going first. Oh, I should also say there's a champion draft. There's a few ways you can draft champions, from randomly to different kinds of drafts in terms of bringing your own characters to the table. We took care of all that before we started, and I'm currently playing as Ramona, Vatiker, and Garon, and you, Meg, are playing as
Grotus, Symphalis, and Ygritte.
Ygritte. Is it Ygritte or Ygritte?
Ygritte.
Well, how was it pronounced in Game of Thrones?
I think Ygritte, but it's with a British accent.
Oh, well then that's a whole different conversation. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and start taking our actions. Now, the first objective, the first thing you're going to do on your turn is you're going to start by checking to see if you accomplish any objectives. That's not possible the first turn, because the first turn is going to have this card over here is in the upcoming phase. We have 3 possible objectives, but right now we only have an upcoming. But what we will do is we'll check to see if we accomplish objectives. We do not. And then we'll take this card and move it 1 step forward, and now we have a new objective that we can accomplish. So if at the beginning of Meg's turn, she has 2 allied champions in the same colored areas, and again, that's here, here, or here, but 2 in the same area, she'll accomplish that. That's going to be very hard for 2 at the beginning of her turn, because at the beginning of her turn, they're all in her deployment zones. But I will be trying to go towards that, and the new objective that came out is going to be playing risky, where you have 2 allied champions on separate trap hexes. So you can intentionally walk onto a trap, or you could just take advantage of the fact that if Meg shoves me into a trap, I can step onto the other one and hope for the best.
Well, so also the way I interpret that, Alex, is that we can be on the trap hexes.
Yes, you can. You absolutely can.
Yeah. That's where I would go.
No, those are definitely legal trap hexes. But why would you step onto the safe trap hexes? That seems silly. In my case, though, I am trying to start off with some combat things to try to hurt you, because I feel like hurting you is the right option.
Potentially.
Okay. Well, I could do this right now. That would not be the worst. It would be that. Okay, I could do that.
It would be the worst. Don't do too much.
I need to figure out where my characters are and who's who. I'm still getting used to my characters on the board. Garon is going to be my winged guy over here, because this is important because your cards are going to reference certain characters. So Garon is my winged person over here, then we have Vatiker over here, and we have Ramona over here. And that's relevant because I'm trying to figure out which card I should do right now and whether it's the right thing to do. I think we're going to go ahead and start off aggressively. We're going to start off very aggressively. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play Dragon Breath, and I'm going to play that using a yellow core. So I'm going to flip a yellow core. This card can be activated with either core, and depending which core you activate will depend what effect it has. So I'm using a yellow core. I'm going to move 1. That's the first step of my turn. I'm going to move over here with Garen over there, and then I'm going to jump 2. Did I do that correctly? I think I wanted to do the other way around. I want to move 1 over here and then jump 2 over, and now I'm on the deployment zone. And then I'm going to do the attack action. And this,
Not the deployment zone, the colored area.
Color zone, correct? Thank you. And this action over here, that symbol means before the attack I jump 2. So I moved 1 before the attack I jump 2, and then I'm going to do a 1-4 straight line strike against Stimfalls with a strength of 3. So right now, Stimfalls has a defense of 7, well, a defense of 0, and a health of 7, and Meg could choose to play reaction cards.
I will not.
She will not. Now, reaction cards, by the way, can be played for any character.
So how much damage are you doing? 3?
3 damage.
All
You are
right.
now officially bloodied.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know if that helps her. Your Greet likes being bloody.
Yeah.
I should note, this is a good time to note over here, I mentioned prototype, rules, components, subjects to change. Ramona is missing her health, which is 6. She has 6 health.
No, she has
and
0.
Yeah, she's not invulnerable as much as we would like that, or as much as I would like that. She has 6 health on her. But anyways, past that, and I debated writing it in, but I don't have white Sharpies. Anyways, that's my action. So that's my first action. Now, keep in mind, actions do not go back and forth. This action resolves. We're done. I'm down 1 core, but I still want to go ahead and continue doing things. So I could do that. That one's not as helpful there. And that's also Ramona, who I don't love the fact that's Ramona because... what you're looking at.
Ramona.
Okay, I could do that. That would not be bad. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm gonna try that.
But is it enough?
I think it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use this blue core, and I'm gonna take a step 1. So I'm gonna do a movement 1 and plan 1 action. So specifically, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to move 1 over here, and then I'm going to plan 1, putting a card back on top of my deck, which will help me because the cards will discard at the end of the turn. And I don't want to discard all my cards. I want to save a card for next turn. And then I'm gonna follow that up with flipping my red core to take a basic action of moving 2. So again, the 3 basic actions you can take is any color core to move 2, a yellow core to move 1 and heal 1, a blue core to move 1 and plan 1, and a red core to move 1 and deal 1 adjacent damage. I should note these player aids, I believe, are slightly wrong. It's supposed to be a direct damage, not a attack, which has small semantics when it comes to armor or defense. But either way, I flip my yellow core to move 2, and I'm going to go 1, 2, and now I have 2 champions in the same color zone. I'm calling that out for your benefit. Ideally, I'd prefer she not hear that, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and discard my cards, and then at the end of my turn, I'm going to draw a new hand, and at the end of my turn, my cores flip back up. This is relevant because that way I can go ahead and play defensive cards, if need be, against her when she attacks me, which I'm sure she'll do.
And so you played 3 cards?
I played 3 cards. I took, well, not, so I didn't need to play 3 cards. I took 3 core actions.
Oh,
I
right,
extended
because
my
you
cores.
did a plan.
And then either I had no free actions. There are some free action cards over here. I should note this is different than the original Super Fantasy Brawl, so there are some changes to the gameplay. For the most part, it's going to be mostly familiar, but there's some small nuance differences. But I think the next thing you have to do is you have to check to see if you have accomplished any of the objectives.
I have not.
Then we're going to go ahead and slide one down. We're going to slide down Hotspot. We're going to slide down Playing Risky, and we're going to see what new card comes out. Keeping in mind, Playing Risky now, that one doesn't mind having you... you have 2 separate trap hexes you can get Playing Risky, and Trapper is delayed, move an enemy onto a trap. Okay. So delayed is a new keyword on objectives. It means it doesn't happen during the traditional check objective phase, rather it'll happen on your turn. But it's an upcoming objective, which means it's still not eligible. As of next turn, we will have the ability to go ahead and activate delayed objectives. Although it's interesting, because one is move an enemy onto a trap, and the other one is be on 2 trap hexes. So this is a dangerous game you're playing.
Okay. All right, Alex.
Go for it.
Oh, this is such a interesting
Oh, I like this.
choice.
Ooh, I like this too.
All right.
Also, keep in mind, Vadakar does have 1 defense, so any damage you deal in a traditional attack is going to be negated by 1.
So I'll explain why I'm doing this later.
That's
I'll
always
explain
a
it
good
at
start
the
to
end
a
of the
turn.
round instead of explaining my thinking now. But I'm gonna play Brightwing Flight by Stimfalls.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna use my yellow core because this one's a rainbow.
Yep. Rainbow, yep.
And so I get to move 2 first.
Yes.
And then swoop 4.
Yep.
and then attack.
Yep.
And I'm going to deal 1 damage to each enemy I swoop through.
Seems great.
So I'm going to go 1, 2.
Okay.
And then swoop through you to do a damage to him.
And you could go further if you want.
I know.
Okay, just making sure you understand.
Yep,
Okay.
so I'm going to do a damage to him.
Deal damage, and that's going to be against Garen, so he'll take a damage. Can you pass me a damage token?
Yep. And then I'll do the 2 damage attack against him.
Oh, that's reasonable. That is reasonable. I believe that I will take the damage, so I can flip this to a 3 right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
I'm going to use...
That wasn't even a bad move, so I'm curious, like, you're like, I'm going to explain why I'm doing this.
I don't know.
I thought you were going to, like, step onto a trap and then hurt your own person.
Alright, so now I'm going to hack
Okay.
with my red core.
Yep.
And I'm going to go 1, 2. Okay. I now have 2 people on the same color.
Yes, you do. That seems reasonable.
And I will attack now on him again for 3.
Seems like very, that seems very...
Damaging?
Damaging. Which I don't love.
Does it work?
No. I wasn't sure. I wanted to like hold out because I wasn't sure how bad the cards would be. I am going to go ahead and play this card defensively. So I'm playing Time Stop. I'm flipping my blue core, and it's going to add 1 defense, and I get to draw 1. Then also cancel all after effects, which there aren't any, unfortunately, but it will give 1 defense, which means I take 2 damage on Garen, not 3.
Oh, so you still take 2 damage.
I still take 2 damage, which means if you can go ahead and hit me one more time. Hit me, baby, one more time. This video just got copyright strike.
So the question is, I think what I should do is, no, that's way too much. That doesn't work. Okay. So then we'll do this. Because I can't save any of these anyway, because I don't have what you had. So...
You don't have what? You have a blue plan action.
Yeah. I don't have,
Defensive?
I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry, I'm reading my cards.
You have a blue core and you can plan there.
Yeah. I don't know what I was saying, honestly. I was in my brain. Oh gosh. This would be better if I did it different, but I refuse, so.
It's a little aggressive that you did 5 damage to me in your first turn.
Well, like I said, I'll explain why in a second, because I did say it was going to come across, intense. Alright, I'm going to use this one.
Okay.
No, I can't. Okay, so I do have to use this one.
The person matters.
Not the person, the color. It was another red.
Okay.
So I will use this one with Egret. And I'm not going to move her.
Okay.
But I'm going to attack.
That's a 2 damage attack.
And it has armor brink.
So it's going to negate armor. Interesting.
At least 2 shield.
I don't love that. I feel like I'm probably dying. Which I don't love. Give me a second.
You can push me right into both of those traps, though. I'm, like, right around all the traps. So.
Yeah, I know. I just need to think through.
I'm not saying that for any reason.
I need to think through what it is I can do or not. I think I have those 2 right now. And Vadakar is this person over here, so he's safe right now. I don't like this. I will take the damage and die.
All right. So now everything gets discarded for me?
My character's going to die. So first of all, my character dies.
Oh, so I get a point.
Your character, you're going to get a point because you killed one of my characters. You're also going to power up Ygritte, I believe, to that card. Yep, Ygritte's going to power up to her powers up side.
So she is now 9 health, and she gets +1 punch and +1 movement when bloodied.
She's not bloody yet.
She likes being bloodied.
We may have to deal with that soon enough. And our player will go to our sanctuary, which are the cards in front of them.
And I discard everything.
Did I just take off the wrong person? Wait a second.
No, that was the right one.
Uh-oh.
He was the one I was attacking.
Oh, yes. Okay, good,
Yeah,
good.
that's right.
I panicked.
Because he had shield, so I attacked the other one.
Yep.
All right, so I flip all of these back over and draw 5?
Yes, you do. That would be the end of your turn.
And I am on the thing now.
It won't count yet at the beginning of your turn.
I'm telling you.
Yep. Oh, I appreciate it. Appreciate the heads up.
Should this move again?
Yes, it does. At the beginning of our turn, we check, and none of those objectives are true because I do not have 2 people on traps, and I do not have 2 people in the zones over there. I'm going to slide this over here. Okay. And then we'll see what happens here. And we have Trapper, Delayed, move an enemy onto a trap, okay, which now we can choose to do. And we have Defenders of Creation, control the creation area. That's going to be the,
yellow.
I believe, yellow. We have Destruction, Life, and Creation. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you currently control the creation area right now, which is not great, but fortunately the order does matter. Okay. So I have 2 of my things because the other one was, unfortunately, did not make my way through. And I need to think through as far as how I want to handle this over here. Because I'm trying to figure out my option. Okay. That one's not bad, but it's also not great. It's just not bad. And Stormfalls is wounded, which I do like. Okay, so I could try to do that, I guess. It's not super useful, but it's a little useful. I'm just too far away right now, which is the tricky part. Okay. This is not going to work. Bless you.
Sorry.
Bless you. You are fine. I think I have to do that as my only chance of hurting you. I don't think it's enough. Okay. I think, given where we are, I can do that, and then possibly that. Because we have Trapper, move you onto a trap. I think it's not good because I think you're at the point, but it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and... I can't even play this. I can't even play that. That's not even eligible. That's not even eligible. I thought I could play something. I can't.
Oh my gosh. And so when does your friend come back?
Oh, I can pull them out now. I just need to you activate them with a card. No different than I would normally would.
Which tells me you don't have a card for him. No, I'm just kidding.
Or that it's just not as useful right now, given the setup and situation.
So, I never explained why I did that. I did that because I had no other way to get you off of that spot. I didn't have push or pull or anything like that, so I had
killing is a valid way to do that.
Yeah. I just felt like it was going to seem aggressive, and it was, but it worked.
Oh, that's why I could do that. Okay, fine. I should be able to do that. I actually am fine, I think. Although I still can't do that other part. No, not really, honestly. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and play this one over here. We're going to play this card. We're going to activate a yellow core, I believe. Is that the right one we want to do? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, I'm going to activate a yellow core. We're going to move 1 and then jump 2. So I don't really care about the move, but I'll go ahead and... Oh, interesting. Maybe I do want to do that. Because I want to stop him getting a point, right? That seems like a smart thing to do.
I mean, maybe, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use Vadokar, which is him. I'm going to move 1 and then jump 2. So I'm just going to head over here. And then I will attack you. Do I want to step on a trap? I could step onto the trap, which is not the craziest because it will deal damage to me. Possibly. There's other effects I can do as well. But I don't think I want to. I don't think I'm prepared to do that right now. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do a basic attack and hit you for 3. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and attack you. So I'm doing it. I'm a walk. I moved 1. I jumped 2 before the attack. I spent yellow, so it has lifesteal. But maybe I do want to go on the trap then. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'm going to jump onto the trap. So I'm going to put my guy in a trap, which helps me a little bit, but it's also going to deal a stun, which means I need to discard a Vadokar card or take a damage. Wow. So I'm going to discard a Vadokar card, and instead of taking the damage, a new trap will come up right away, and I'll decide where. I'll put it down over here. And then now that I'm on the trap, I didn't even take damage. I'm going to attack you for 3 with lifesteal, but I don't think lifesteal is relevant because I'm at full health.
Alright, and you're attacking her?
I'm attacking Stimfalls, yes.
Alright, I am going to play this.
Okay.
It's blue, so I will get a defense, that's all.
So you get a defense, and that means you take 2 damage instead of that.
Alright.
Okay.
She's at 5 out of 7.
Yep, and then I'm going to go ahead and follow it up with a red card. And I'm going to play this one over here to move her 2 and go 1, 2, and then shoot down at her. Range 3 to 5, strength 2.
Oh,
so
no.
If you have defense, you can possibly survive this. If you don't, you won't.
Sure, I'll do it.
You have defense? No!
I wanted to save my yellow.
No!
But I'll do it.
The attacker suffers root.
Yeah, you get root.
Oh, that's not good at all. Okay, let's pop a root token down into her. Root means that effectively...
Would you rather have it
on the card? Yeah, sure. I really wanted to kill you there.
I wanted to use my yellow, but I was like, okay, I guess I'll do this. I guess. You got me.
That's unfortunate.
All right.
Wait. I'm sorry. This has armor break too.
Oh.
So it won't help.
I wouldn't have played it though.
So yeah, that makes sense, obviously. Yeah. Sorry for that. Okay, so it is going to kill her. Okay. Good.
I'm like, wait.
So armor break 2. I was like, just looking at my cards. I was like, oh, it's a pity I didn't have the armor break for the one, but I had it for that one. So armor break 2, it's going to kill her, which means Ramona is going to power up. She's now at 7 health, and her new ability is her attacks gain +1 in instant damage whenever she does not use the movement portion of the attack card. So it's a guaranteed hit. That damage cannot be prevented, but I can't use the movement portion of the attack card. And that's my turn. I'm going to discard these. I'm going to power up my cores and draw 5 cards.
And now this goes again?
Now, so fun fact over here. This is where we get into the part where the prototype rules and trying to figure out some of the differences between the original and the new one. The rulebook currently does not say that they go off. So we're not going to have them go off. We'll have them be in play. In the original Super Fantasy Brawl, they would expire. That's not listed in the rulebook here. It could be a mistake in the rules, or it could be one of the changes. And check out pinned comments down below for any corrections. So if you're unsure, just check out the pinned comment.
Oh, no,
I moved on to it. Yeah, I moved an enemy.
I do control this area because no one else contests
This one's not. So right now you do.
Oh, because it didn't move.
It's not in the upcoming.
I see.
Meaning even if it moved, it wouldn't be enough because first you check, then you move it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I a whole bunch of things are happening there.
Although, fun fact on what the rules do say, my bad over here. When you killed me, you're allowed to remove the dying champion is allowed to remove a what's it called, one of the objectives, and reverse as well. Meaning in theory you could remove an objective if you want to go ahead.
Right, because I just died.
Yes.
So when I died, I would have removed one, kicked it into there.
I don't believe it comes out yet. It leaves an empty space.
Well, but 2 people have died.
Yeah. Then we'd go back to change things. I don't know how you want to handle that.
Well, I just think that would be out by now. We don't have to do it that way. Do we just want to trash 2 each of us now?
We could either trash them now or just do it going forward.
Okay, how about we just take these 2 off because then it's neutral.
Okay.
Because I think that we were both just going for each of those. Sure. So should I put this all down now for the next round, right?
You first check your goals and then put out one new one.
Oh, just one new one.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you check, you don't achieve any, you put out a new one, and then there. Yeah.
All right.
You are allowed to have empty spots there.
All right. An enemy is taken out of action. The opponent does not get to remove a slaughter challenge card.
Oh, okay. So ironically is the rule that I just remembered.
All right.
And that'll be a berserk. So you're going to be doing move in 3, heal 3, and deal damage until she's bloodied.
Yep. So she's basically going to be a
bloodied.
3 damage.
Yeah.
I'm doing it to move her around. I mean, even... Oh. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I will move her to here. And then I will play this just to attack. Oh no, he has a shield anyway.
Yeah.
I mean...
You'll be able to jump 2 after the attack if you want.
Yeah, I mean, this would have just been 4... If I never even attacked you, I just have 4 movement. If attacking you does 0 anyway. So either way, I can just end up here, I guess.
Yeah. We'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah.
Yeah, and I have jump, right?
Well, this would have to be triggered and attack first.
Oh, I can't use...
You could use the 1 movement.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. That is that, which means at the beginning of our turn, we check Trapper, it's not relevant. We check Defenders, I don't have Defenders, and then we draw out First Blood. So we're going to have a new card coming out. First Blood, we're basically delayed, an enemy is taken out. So if you take out an enemy, that would trigger right away. Oh, and I killed one of you, by the way, so I actually go up on the track as well. I also have a point. Okay. And now to look at my cards over here and see what I want to do. I have Garen over here, who's not yet in play, and I think I want to bring him into play, because then he could do mean things to you. So I just need to figure out what I'm trying to do, because control of the creation area would be good taking out your people in general would be good. Trapper would be fun as well. Although, I don't have a lot of control. Control is going to be things like, there's things you can do from pushing to pulling to straight up forcing an opponent to moving. Okay. I think I could do that. Oh, interesting. Alright, I'm going to play my blue, I guess. We're going to place a blue in order to move one and plan one. So I'm going to put this card on top of my deck, and I'm going to move him out into my deployment areas. I'm going to drop him out over here, and then see what I want to do next, because I just used that, so I can't do that. I could do... Oh, I'm going to put myself over here. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swoop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this card for a red. And I'm going to go, before the attack, I'm going to swoop 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2. Oh, I can't swoop 3. That's not enough. That's not enough. Maybe I want to be somewhere else then. Can I do this from somewhere else? I'll just swoop 2. 1, 2 over here. Not crossing you, but getting onto the spot. Then I'm going to attack you from adjacent, dealing 2 damage. It's not the first card I'm playing this turn, so it will not be the 3, because it would be +1. So I'm doing a 2 damage attack to Yagut.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
So 2 damage to your gut over there. And then lastly, I don't have any damage on any of my characters, which is not bad. I do have somebody on a trap hex, which is good. I think I'm actually going to do... I'm going to be a little crazy. Not too crazy. But I'm going to spend this to move 1 and heal 1. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to move 1 onto this trap and see what it is. It's going to deal 1 damage to me, but then I'm going to heal 1, removing that 1 damage. And more importantly, I'm now on 2 trap hexes. I'm going to drop a new trap out. And I'm currently on 2 trap hexes, which will be relevant for next turn, depending how things go. Discard the rest of my hand, and flip my cores, and it's your turn.
Okay.
I'm going to shuffle up the cards.
Alright. I feel like I shuffled terribly. Oh, wait, this is coming out. So... yeah, there's literally nothing I could even try to do to stop you. I don't think.
From the trap hexes?
From anything.
So, well, right now I don't have control of the other one, and I haven't killed you. I don't have control, and I didn't move you. So, the only threat is the trap hexes, which I think is gone.
That's true.
It's gone, actually. We moved the trap hexes.
Oh, that's true, too.
I forgot that. You should have checked that.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Sorry.
All good.
Alright, so if I want to try to bring Symphalis back, I discard a card that matches her.
And well, I mean, you could do a basic action to use a basic core to move. So you could do any basic action and just use the 1 movement to bring them onto a deployment hex, or you can use one of their cards to move them onto deployment hex.
Okay. Then give me 1 second, I guess. Because let's see. Okay, I guess I'll try it.
Go for it. Let's see what happens.
I don't know. You're probably going to stop me.
Well, that is the goal of the game, to try to stop each other.
Okay. I am going to... I guess this is my only real choice anyway. I'm going to use this to bring her back.
Okay. So you bring on to one of your deployment hexes?
Yeah. And then I will do this one, which is Heron Strike. So I'll spend my yellow core. And so first I move 2.
Okay.
But then I get to swoop 2.
Yep.
And then affinity is that because I paid with yellow for a yellow, I get +1 to that.
What do you mean you paid with yellow for yellow?
Oh, never mind. I messed that up. I have to be in that area, is what it is.
Okay. You could swoop 1 instead of sweeping 2.
I think I can. Yeah, I still think that works if I do that. Okay, yeah. So if I'm here, if I'm in yellow,
Okay.
and it's spent yellow, I can either do +1 movement or +1 to the damage. Which I'll use the damage.
Okay.
So I will attack for 3 here.
Oh, so you're doing a 3 attack. Which one?
To him.
Okay. Valdekar has the armor.
Oh.
Garen's currently, and Garen's stopping the. Oh, you currently have control.
Yeah. I'll do the 3 to him.
Okay, so it'll be, I'm going to let it all through, which means it's going to be 2 damage to him. Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to play this card with this, which is going to be 1, 2. And then I get to push you. Oh, and I'm in the blue. Oh, no,
the blue's the other zone.
You're right, you're right.
You could,
I saw
you could
this.
go to the blue.
But I want to push you into the trap to get the thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because it's push 2.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to tag you for 2 and then push you 2.
Oh, that's less fun. I will once again take the 2, which means 1 in this case. So I'm going to flip that to a 3.
But you're getting
and then you
pushed.
pushed me into the trap. And let's see what's on the side. Is it a 1, 2, 3? Oh, it's a stun.
Okay.
So he has to move a card. He is Valdekar. Valdekar is going to discard a card instead of taking the damage. So I'm going to discard a card. And that's another...
and then I need another trap.
Another trap comes out. Okay.
Right.
And you accomplish the objective, which means we push this up 1.
Oh, yeah, because it was a delayed one.
Yeah. Delayed objectives will happen on your turn.
Okay, so you give me 1 point.
Yes.
Okay.
Teamwork's not relevant yet.
Yeah, I know, but that's
It'll be relevant
good to
on my
know.
turn.
All right, control the creation area, which we don't yet. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to do this because it's a free thing for this guy.
Okay.
He gets to rock and roll and then root someone, but he's not close enough to anyone. But he'll go 1, 2, just
Get into
to
the
start
action.
start working his way in.
He hasn't been that involved, at least not yet.
Yeah. All right, and I think that's everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's my turn, I believe. So you can discard your cards. We'll check the row over here. I do not control the creation area. Neither do you. Currently, no one has taken it out. That's going to be a delayed action. And we have teamwork combo. Have 2 characters attack the same enemy.
I have 4.
You have 4 cards. You have to go and shuffle.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I have to figure out what to do over here because my turn was revolving around pushing you into a trap, which is less relevant right now. Still could be good things to do, but that particular action is not as helpful. What I can do... Interesting. Okay. We could do that. That's not bad. It's a little risky to do that, but I'm okay with that, I think. We're going to start with a yellow core. Okay, so we're going to have a yellow core over here. We're going to flip the yellow core. We're going to use Draconic Mind. I'm going to move 2. 1, 2. So I'm stepping out of that zone, unfortunately, but for good reasons. Then I'm going to attack everyone around me. Okay, for 2 damage. So I'm attacking both of them for 2 damage. And you can go ahead. I'm gonna start by attacking Ygritte, and you can choose how to resolve. So you can play a defense card for Ygritte, or you can play a defense card for Grotus, or theoretically for each. Also, at the end of the activation, enemies adjacent to him will suffer Force 1, which means I can move each enemy I'm touching.
Sorry, I'm just checking.
By all means, take your time.
Who are you attacking?
I'm attacking both of these because I'm doing a surround attack.
Okay. And if I played a card, I'd have to pick one defending?
Well, I'm starting with Ygritte, so your first card would be against Ygritte.
Alright, so I'll just take the damage.
Okay, so that's going to be 2 damage to Ygritte, bringing her to 7. And then 2 damage to him, unless you're defending. Okay, but then I'm going to push them both with Force 1. That's the card. So enemies adjacent to Garen suffer Force 1. So I'm going to shove her into this. And it's Force lets you me control the movement, so it doesn't be any direction. So I'm going to shove you into this trap, which is 2 damage, which I believe is going to kill you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to come off. I'm going to go up a point. And I believe delayed, an enemy is taken out of action. The opponent does not get to remove a challenge card. So I'm going to accomplish this goal, which is going to be First Blood. And that's going to be another point for me. And that's that. And then I'm going to shove him into this trap, which is going to be a Root. So you're currently rooted, which means you will not be able to... We put new traps out as well. So the first new trap's going to go over here, and the second new trap would go over here. And and that means you currently cannot move. Your first movement has to be to get rid of Root, and if I do something to move you, you would take damage instead. And then that was my yellow core. For my blue core, interesting. That's not a bad one, but I don't know if I care enough about that one. I think I'm going to use my blue core to place a card down on top of my deck over there. And then for my red core, I think I'm just going to step back into combat. I'm going to do a move 2 with my blue guy over here to go 1-2 over here and step into combat.
Okay.
And that's my turn. I'm going to discard my remaining cards and draw a hand of 5 cards, and it's your turn to check the combat row.
Okay.
The objective row.
So wait, but you don't control the thing yet,
No,
right?
because I only just stepped onto it now.
Okay. And then this. And then have an allied champion adjacent to each statue.
Ooh, okay.
Alright, and then control the manipulation area, which is blue.
Blue, over there.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so I think my best bet... Oh, gosh. Oh, this is an idea. Okay, this is actually an idea. Okay, I had an idea, and it got better.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is, first, we are going to do this one, which is... My Grotus is finally coming into play. He's finally entering chat.
We'll see. Entering chat.
Alright, so we'll use the blue. Well, he's at least doing stuff. We're at least using his cards. Alright, so he's rooted, so we're leaving him where he is.
Now all you have to do is negate. If you simply don't use the movement, he becomes
It's now
unrooted.
gone. Correct.
Yeah.
So now it's gone.
Yeah.
Because I'll stay there. That's fine. And then I am going to attack this guy for 2.
Okay.
It does strike through, which doesn't really matter.
I will think about what I want to do, but I'll let you do the damage.
Alright, so 2 damage, and then it has force, so I'm going to push you to here.
Okay. So 2 damage to
The
Garen.
dragon.
Okay. And then you jumped onto a
Another-
trap,
no,
and I'm rooted.
yes.
Rooted.
Right.
Yep. A new trap comes out onto the available trap X. And a rooted token goes onto Garen.
Okay. Well, I wish that was more damage. I wish it was more. But that's still fine. Alright, so now I'm going to play this one with a red.
Okay.
And I am going to, I guess I could move in case I want to be...
Keep in mind, if you're able to attack me with another champion, you'll get the teamwork combo.
I'm not. Because if she pulls you, that's still not an attack, correct?
Not the pull part, no.
I have no attack cards. I wish I did. I can attack with this.
Would that be an attack? Have 2 champions attack the enemy. Go for it.
Okay, so wait, I will take this back then.
Okay.
And did I do anything else with this? No, I just flipped my thing so far, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's a better idea then. I forgot I can do this. So, that would give me my red back. And let me think, because can I move anyone enough, though? Red I can attack with.
You're pink. You can, if you get the first movement, you can spawn here and then just walk up.
What?
You could spawn your grit into the battlefield and then just walk up to me and attack.
Oh, because it has a movement too.
No. There's not a movement too. You'd have to spend both your cores.
No. This has a movement on it, though. I was forgetting that piece. I was thinking it was just
No, but
an
your
attack.
first move would have to be onto the battlefield.
Right, but I didn't think I
Yes.
could reach you at that point. Okay. Well, at that point...
Have I killed 2 of your champions?
No.
Yes. He should level up. Garen should level up.
Alright.
He's on this level up side. He now has 1 defense, which... Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. So, I will, I guess, bring her back. And just move her. So...
So you brought her back with what?
One of my things.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can also heal 1 in theory, but you can't use it on that card. So yeah. Okay. So you use both your cores to bring her back and to wander up to me and attack me. So it will deal direct damage to me because, again, that goes through shields over there. So if I can get 1 damage token. And then
you can flip it.
I can flip that. And then you can, accomplish the teamwork combo and get a point.
Okay. Lovely. And
Okay.
that's that.
At the beginning of my turn, if you're going to go shuffle your cards, flip your cores.
No. I thought I had a free card, but I don't. I have some in my deck.
I have some.
I got free cards that I can use.
I have control of the creation area, which is going to be a very anticlimactic ending, I think.
Yeah.
Because I would just get 2 points and win.
Yeah. That's the thing is I was trying to swoop her around, but I didn't want to take too long thinking it out.
I didn't think so.
But I don't know if... she could have made it. Because she could have moved 2 and 1.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been instead of the attack, but yeah.
She would have had to have survived this, but I couldn't. Yeah, I mean, hey, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yeah, I just feel anticlimactic. I had a whole turn planned. But either way, I'll take it. I got 2 victory points for controlling the creation area. I got 2 points, and that brings us to 5 points, which would be the victory of Super Fantasy Brawl.
Amazing.
Okay. That has been the gameplay of Super Fantasy Brawl. Make sure to go check out the campaign page. We'll have links down below. Until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
I'm Professor Meg.
And have a good one.
Bye.